Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shaman's Horde on Nyxus Gaming. Now you may already notice we are not in Fallout New Vegas this week. That's because every 5 episodes I like to take a little break from Fallout New Vegas and do a guide in a different game. We are back in the Tasmanian Tiger 2. Previously we have done guides for all 30 bilbies and all 25 spies. Today we're going to continue down the list and go after the 10 Gooboo Steve locations. The first of which is going to be here in Buramudgee town, more importantly in the sewers, kind of close to the entrance. You're just going to want to follow this route. You're going to pass a few crocodiles on the way. Go ahead and take them out as you please. Get a few more opals. You'll take this first left here, continue down, and at the end of this path, you're gonna find him just standing there.
Photo that little orange dinosaur? You're not one of them, are you? No, you're too small and fuzzy. Say, I got some Gooboo juice. Do you want some? You don't look old enough. Tell you what, I do have something you might like. I found them while digging up some Gooboo berries. You can have them.
And that is the first location you're going to find. Now, every time you find one of these guys, the same guy, I should say, you're going to get quite a few opals for it. So if you're ever in need of opals, just look at this guide and find yourself a Gooboo Steve. Let's move on to the next one. The next one you are able to get is going to be here in the Outback Oasis area. And it's going to be a little complicated to get. You want to head on over to this cave area right here. You're going to need to press a button. It's not that button right there. You want to work your way over to that far corner. And in order to do that easily, you're going to want the Lasherang. So go ahead and miss, like I did. And you swing on over just like that. That totally didn't take 5 tries. Whenever you hit that button, it's going to open that bit underwater, so go ahead and make your way out of the cave, back to the flower over here. Being careful to avoid the uber frills. Go ahead and climb the ladder, jump right up here. I wish there were a faster way to that water, but sadly there is not, so bear with me here. That pond just ahead is where we are going. If you look closely, you can see the gate that opened right under here. Swim on through, up to the top, and there he is right up there.
It's you again, you funny little lizard guy. How did you find me? Never mind, as long as they didn't follow you. They didn't follow you, did they? That's good. Can't be too careful. Look what I've been collecting. I found them lying all around the place. I don't need them, so they're all yours.
Next up, you're going to work your way towards the center of the map where you'll find a training grounds. If you can see my orange arrow next to the gray star there, you'll walk in through the area and he is going to be standing just outside the entrance to the training grounds itself.
It's my furry little orange buddy. Voltadan to you. Sir, do you like jokes? I do. Almost as much as I love Gooboo juice. Someone told me this one during a hailstorm under a rusty tin roof. It was loud and I couldn't hear very well, but it sounded something like this. Blah 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 chicken, blah 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 bicycle, blah 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 blah. Excuse me, blah 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 huge redback spider. And I said blah blah blah, close the blah blah tiny door. That cracks me up every time. Here, have some opals.
Let's head on over to Sly's Shack for the next one. Over here, you're going to want to work your way all the way to the top. Love the visual glitch there. If you've already been to the top, you have this convenient flower, which will shoot you right up there. Instead of going inside, just take a look around the corner, and there he is.
Wakamomo, wakamomo, wakamomo. Yep, I'm doing my wakamomo dance. You know why they call it that? Because I say wakimomo while I dance. Except I can't dance. Or sing. Something smells in here. I think it's you. You should go now. And take these with you.
Now we arrive here at Wobbygon Bay, and as soon as you get out of your vehicle, you can actually see him on screen right now. Do you see him? Do you know where he is? I'll give you a hint. He's under the bridge. That's not really a hint. That's just telling you right where he is. So just go to your left here and give him a nice talk.
Ah, my fuzzy orange friend returns. I think I'm all out of Gooboo juice. Not good. You don't think they want my Gooboo juice, do you? I won't let them take it from me. No way. I'll hide it real good, just as soon as I find it. Speaking of finding things, I found these. I know you like them, so they're all yours. That was you.
The next one is going to be here at Mount Boom, another fun one to get. You're going to want to work your way to this ending area here. Once you get up here though, turn around and start jumping across these platforms. Be very careful not to fall off, although if you do with the thermo bunyip, then you are just perfectly safe in the magma. Don't know, yes, that still turns it around. Your alternative, if you don't have the thermo bunyip, is to get the icerang. It can cool down those platforms I was jumping on. Once you get over here, go ahead and hit that, and that is going to open another hatch back down in the tunnels you just came from. So let's head back this way. Swim through this one here, keep going. And it should be this door here to your right that is now unlocked to you. Once you get up and through to this area here, Gooboo Steve is going to be up here on the ledge waiting for you.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. The Gooboo juice was drunk when I got here. Hey, it's you again. You little orange furry dinosaur thingy. Guess what? They can look all they want, but they won't find me. No way. Say, you're not here just because you want stuff from me, are you? Well, I got news for you, pal. I ain't got anything to give. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Except for these. These are for you.
Whenever you're heading into Frill Forest in order to rescue Bruno, make sure you peek around the corner to find another Gooboo Steve here.
Boy, have I got some stories to tell. The things I've seen and the stuff I've done. It'd fill a book, it would. 2 even. Maybe 3 if you use big print. There was this time when this thing happened in this place I was at. Oh boy, was that ever an adventure. This person, I forgot their name, they had something they had to do something to. And I had another thing that someone else had to do stuff with. They sure were wild times. I like you, kid. Here, have these things I got from that person in my story.
Now on to the Wetlands. You're going to come to this final area here, but he's going to be just a little bit behind him. To get through here, you're going to want the lavarangs or the upgraded flamerangs, because there are webs and spiders here that you got to bust through. Go ahead and take them out, and he is here at the end of the path.
Orange rat. Sheesh, I thought you was one of them. But they tend to be purple. I have to lighten up on the Gooboo juice. So, what brings you here? Me? I'm avoiding them. They look, but they won't find me. No way. I think they might be attracted to orange rat smells. Listen, if I give you these, will you go away?
Next up, we are here at the Sulphur Rocks in this kind of area to the left that has a circular island in the middle of a bunch of water. I think we want to try and hit that button up there. The infrarang, really useful for this if you don't accidentally lock on to an enemy like that. Go ahead and aim right at it. Hit it, that's going to open this door nearby. That should have Gooboo Steve waiting behind it for us. Guarded by 3 blue tongues.
Hey, this is my secret place. Only Stevosaurus who knows the Gooboo chant can be here. Gooboo, 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 go. Shaka, waka, waka, whoa. Stick a finger in your ear and yell at Gooboo loud and clear. I guess you know the chant now. Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
The final location you will find Gooboo Steve at is here in the Never Never, one of the last levels in the game. You'll go to the area where you have lava in it. You have a mission here. We're just going to ignore it for now. It's to get to that ship over there. But what we're more interested in, we want to dive down for. There should be a secret tunnel right over this way that we want to follow to a new area where he is standing right up on this ledge.
Will you quit following me? I'm trying to keep a low profile, and it's very hard to do with you showing up all the time. For all I know, they could have followed you here. All I want is some peace and quiet. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? Look, if I give you this, you'll promise to leave, okay? Here you go.
And with that, we have found Gooboo Steve all 10 times in the game. He's a really interesting character. In this game, he's more a collectible, but he has a lot of hints to the third game in the series, Night of the Kinkins, or as I call it, Night of the Kinks. And, like I said, when you're finding him, he gives you a lot of opals. I think over the course of this video, I have gathered over 30,000 opals just finding him over and over again. So if you're ever in need, just look around for Gooboo Steve. We'll be back in Fallout New Vegas for the next episode of the Shaman's Horde, but until then, I'll see you around. Bye-bye!